There is a moment most men completely miss. A moment so small, so quiet, so easy to overlook that they talk themselves out of it. They think, maybe I'm imagining it. They wait for louder signs, clearer signals, dramatic confessions. But attraction is never loud. Real interest is silent. And if she shows you this one thing, understand something very few men ever understand. She has already stepped into your world. You just don't realize it yet. And by the time you do, it may already be too late. A woman does not give her attention lightly. She lives in a world where attention is thrown at her constantly. Messages, compliments, invitations, conversations. Most of it is noise. Most men try to impress her with words, with effort, with performance. But the man she begins to feel drawn to is not the one who performs. It is the one around whom she feels calm, safe, curious. And here is the sign almost. No one talks about. She starts watching you in silence. Not staring, not flirting loudly, not chasing, watching. She observes how you react to things, how you handle pressure, how you speak when you are not trying to impress anyone, how you move when you think no one is noticing. She studies your emotional control, your patience, your restraint. And when a woman begins to observe you quietly, without trying to be seen herself, it means she is no longer deciding if you are attractive. She is deciding if you are worth entering. Most men ruin this stage because they become loud. They sense a slight shift and suddenly they start talking more, trying more, showing more. They break the very mystery that attracted her in the first place. But the Stoic man understands something deeper. He understands that attraction grows in silence, not in performance. When she asks you small, almost meaningless questions about your life, not out of politeness but out of genuine curiosity, that is not small talk. That is investment. She is mapping your world. She wants to know how you think, what you value, how you spend your time when no one is watching. Because a woman is not attracted to what you say you are. She is attracted to what you repeatedly do. And then something even more subtle happens. She begins to adjust herself around you. Her tone softens. Her body language becomes more open. She laughs a little easier. She lingers in conversations a little longer than necessary. She finds reasons to be present without making it obvious. This is not coincidence. This is comfort growing into attachment. Here is the truth most men never learn. When a woman feels emotionally safe with you, attraction is already 80% complete. Emotional safety is rare. And the man who provides it without trying is the man she cannot forget. You will notice she does not test you with drama. She does not try to provoke jealousy. She does not play games. Instead, she becomes calmer around you. More real, more unguarded. That is the moment you must recognize. Because a woman only drops her guard when she has already decided, you are different from the rest. And here is where the Stoic mindset becomes your greatest advantage. You do not chase this change. You do not comment on it. You do not rush it. You simply remain steady, grounded, unmoved, because the moment you try to grab what is already coming toward you, you push it away. She starts sharing small personal things, not deep secrets, but pieces of her daily life. What annoyed her today? What made her smile? Random thoughts. These are not random. She is inviting you into her inner world slowly, carefully, testing if you are emotionally stable enough to hold space for her thoughts without judging, without reacting, without trying to fix. And when you simply listen, calmly, without interrupting her emotional flow, she feels something rare. She feels understood without effort. That feeling is addictive. Another sign appears that most men misinterpret. She becomes comfortable with silence around you. There are pauses in conversation that do not feel awkward. She does not rush to fill them. She does not feel the need to perform. That silence is powerful. Because comfort in silence means comfort in presence. And presence is the foundation of deep attraction. At this stage, she is already emotionally leaning toward you, but she will never say it. Women rarely announce their feelings at the beginning. They reveal them through behavior, through proximity, through attention, through calmness. You might notice she remembers small details you mentioned days ago, a passing comment, a preference, a story. She brings it up later casually. This is not good memory. This is emotional interest. People only remember what matters to them. The Stoic man does not get excited by these signs. He does not start fantasizing. He does not start planning. He simply continues being who he is, because he understands a powerful truth. Attraction grows when it is not pressured. And then comes the final sign, the one that confirms everything. She begins to seek your reaction before she makes certain decisions. Not directly asking for permission, but subtly checking how you think about things. She values your perspective. And when a woman values your perspective, she has already placed you above the crowd of men who only try to impress her. She respects you. And respect is the true root of attraction. By the time you notice all of this, she is already emotionally invested. She is already imagining how it feels to be closer to you. She is already comparing you to every other man she knows. And you are winning without trying. But here is where most men fail. They panic, they rush. They try to secure what is already secured. They start talking too much, texting too much, showing too much interest. And the calm mystery that drew her in begins to fade. The Stoic way is different. You allow. You do not force. You stay centered in your own life, your own purpose, your own emotional control. Because the most attractive thing to a woman is a man whose happiness does not depend on her attention. When she feels that, she moves closer on her own. Understand this deeply. If she watches you quietly, feels calm around you, remembers small things, shares her daily life, enjoys silence with you, and seeks your perspective, she's already yours. Not because you claimed her, but because she chose you in her mind. And when a woman chooses you mentally, the rest is only a matter of time. Remain patient. Remain grounded. Remain mysterious. Let her walk the distance toward you. Because what comes freely stays. What is chased runs. Carry yourself with the quiet strength of a man who needs nothing but offers everything through presence alone. That is the power of modern Stoicism in attraction, and that is the secret most men never learn, until they have already lost the woman who once showed them these signs.